Hey, what is up, spiritual hooligan? Do you ever wish that people would just get it together and start living the right way? Have you ever found yourself fantasizing about things like, hey, if people would just do A, B, C, and D, the whole world would work so much better? Now, look, if you answered yes to either of those questions, you might actually be suffering from accidental spiritual arrogance. And that, my friend, will stop you from experiencing the peace and the happiness of the enlightened state. So today, I'm going to share 6 enlightened perspectives from my book, Quiet Mind, Epic Life. And this is in the chapter on holding people accountable to agreements they never made, which is a function of the drunk monkey, because I want to help you to start to release some of your accidental spiritual arrogance so you can get back to living with a quiet mind and live with the peace you deserve. My name is Matthew Ferry, and I'm bringing you your daily enlightenment. It's your moment to pause, to slow down, to get connected to enlightened perspectives. I want to help you to quiet your mind so you can restore your peace. So we're going to start together. Let's just restore our peace together right now, okay? I want you to take a deep breath in for me, okay? Hold your breath as long as you can. Close your eyes if that's appropriate. And if it's not, then just keep your eyes open. But I want you to keep taking long, slow, deep breaths, holding them as long as you can during this entire process, okay? Together, let's get the stresses out and the concerns of the daily survival consciousness, and we'll do it by setting an intention for enlightened consciousness to flow through. So take another deep breath in with me and just repeat the statement. The statement itself, you'll notice, starts to bring about more peace and more flow. Please set the intention for enlightened consciousness to flow through, to experience the purity of my own consciousness, to know that all is well, to embrace life, people, and circumstances exactly as they are. Please set the intention to release my need for things to be different, to practice total and complete acceptance of all people, in all situations, at all times, including myself. So take a deep breath in with me. I want you to connect with this idea that all is well, because that is the fundamental aspect of enlightenment. Enlightenment is the recognition that the source of life for you is the source of life for everyone and everything, and that we are all one thing expressing itself with infinite variety. And if that's the case, if you're relating to life like we are all one thing expressing itself with infinite variety, then there's nothing to resist. There's nothing for you to arbitrarily push against. So today, I want to share with you 6 awarenesses or 6 ideas from my book, Quiet Mind, Epic Life. And this is about you letting go of this accidental spiritual arrogance. And that accidental spiritual arrogance is actually a function of the drunk monkey in your head taking over your spirituality. So the drunk monkey says, you know what? I am doing so well in life using these enlightened perspectives. I'm doing so well in life operating from this more spiritual framework. Everybody should do the same thing as me. Everybody should operate the same way. And it starts to hold other people accountable to agreements they never made. So I want to share with you 6 things right now that'll help you to release that so you can get back to your peace, back to your flow. And I'm going to tell you right now, if the drunk monkey in your head is activated, there is no enlightenment. There is no recognition that the source of life for you is the source of life for everything and everyone. So number 1, nobody signed up for your way of living life. Everyone was raised by different people. Your way is not more right or more wrong than anyone else's way. Number 2, no one named you the ruler of the universe. No one appointed you the code of conduct police. Your rules for how people are supposed to behave, talk, walk, dress, and conduct business are just a set of preferences that you have. And your preferences are not the truth. They're not the best way of operating. They're not even valid. They're just what works for you. And truthfully, most of the time, if you examine them, oftentimes they're not even what is working for you. It's just what you're used to, and that's it. Number 3, Where did your rules of conduct come from? Did you make them up? No, you didn't. You adopted them from observing other people in your early formative years. You were domesticated like an animal. You probably barely even know what your rules are. You only know when people aren't following them because it agitates you. Number 4, what makes your philosophy on life more right than someone else's? I mean, why you? Are you the model of good behavior? Was Jesus more right than Buddha? Was Muhammad more right than Krishna? No. They are all perfect for the people who benefit from their message. You are not the Messiah. No one cares what you think. And by the way, I'm not the Messiah either. No one cares what I think either. Based on how far you are into this book, and at this point you'd be 201 pages in at this point, based on how far you are into this book, I suspect that you and I are aligned in some ways in our thinking. But that doesn't give me the right to get mad at you if you don't follow the system that I'm outlining in the book. That would be stupid. Number 5, your opinion is the source of your suffering, not how other people behave. What you say about something, what you say about them or how they behave, that's what causes you to suffer. Other people are just doing what they're doing. Your resistance causes you to suffer, to be aggravated, to be agitated, to be annoyed, to fret, to get mad, to get upset. Your resistance causes that, not the circumstances. Here's what is currently happening. A person does something that breaks your expectations. You label it as bad or wrong or not good. Your label makes you feel bad. Then you stupidly blame them for your suffering. And it's stupid because you're the only one who can create peace, harmony, and joy in your human experience. By blaming them, you give that power away. And then finally, number 6. People are doing the best they can based on their perspective at the moment. We're all burdened with an ineffective perception of the world. We are all burdened with an ineffective perception of the world. We each do our best to live an enjoyable life using the filters that we have. Give people a little grace to step on cow pies. You aren't the model of perfection. Don't expect other people to be perfect either. And lastly, if everyone did what you did and felt the way that you felt, the world would be a very, very boring place. So that's Quiet Mind, Epic Life. That's chapter 13, holding other people accountable to agreements they never made. That's an aspect of the drunk monkey. And the rapid enlightenment process is really a process by which you go through these 4 segments. And as you do, your mind gets progressively more quiet, which means you feel progressively more peace. You feel oneness. You feel joy. You feel happiness. You feel connected to everyone and everything. And I highly, highly recommend that you get into that state, because if you're watching these videos, I know who you are. I know what you want, because I wanted what you want. And I now have the thing that you want. And I want to share what I have with you, which is why I'm doing these videos and these audios for you. So my question for you today is, what are you holding people accountable to that they never agreed to? Will you leave me a comment below? I'd love to hear from you. My name is Matthew Ferry. I'm author of Quiet Mind, Epic Life. And I want you to make sure to like this video, to share this video, to comment on this video. That's what tells YouTube that this is stuff that other people should be watching. And by the way, it's been working. The likes and the shares and the comments that you have been leaving has been causing YouTube to serve my videos up to more people. And it's making a difference. I'm meeting people I've never met before. You're meeting people you've never met before. Why? Because you're probably also a part of our Spiritual Hooligan Facebook group. And guess what? That's the place where all of us come together. We hang out and we're spiritual hooligans. We break the rules and the traditions in the name of being in the most peaceful, joyous, enlightened, lit up, energized state. I really, really hope that you'll join us over there. I'll put the link down below. Spiritual Hooligans is our Facebook group, and I am so thankful that you are watching these videos and listening to the podcast that we're doing as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you.